James Buchanan, the 15th President of the United States, 1857 to 1861, entered office at a time of deep national crisis. A lifelong politician with extensive experience, he seemed like the ideal leader to bring stability to a divided country. But instead of solving America's growing conflicts, Buchanan's indecision, weak leadership, and pro-Southern sympathies helped push the nation toward civil war. By the time he left office, the Union was already crumbling, and his failures remained some of the most damaging in U.S. history. The Dred Scott disaster, one of Buchanan's first major failures, was his support for the Dred Scott v. Sanford decision in 1857. The Supreme Court ruling declared that African Americans were not U.S. citizens and that Congress had no authority to ban slavery in federal territories. Buchanan, eager to settle the slavery issue, privately pressured the court to rule in favor of the South, believing it would end the national debate. Instead, the ruling outraged the North, empowered Southern slaveholders, and made compromise impossible. The Kansas crisis and Southern loyalty. Buchanan also mishandled the crisis in Kansas, where violent clashes between pro- and anti-slavery forces had already begun. He attempted to push through the pro-slavery Lecompton Constitution, ignoring widespread opposition from Kansas settlers. This move split his own Democratic Party, angered Northern leaders, and further fueled sectional tensions. Throughout his presidency, Buchanan favored Southern interests, surrounding himself with pro-slavery advisors while ignoring growing tensions in the North. His unwillingness to take a strong stance against slavery or secession weakened the federal government, making the country even more unstable. Secession and Buchanan's inaction. The final and most devastating failure of Buchanan's presidency came after Abraham Lincoln's election in 1860. Outraged by Lincoln's anti-slavery stance, Southern states began seceding.